Hey dudes, my name's Blekoh, and as you might know, each year I like to go through all my Steam games to see how much money they've made so far. This will actually be the final time I do this, because recently I ended up making all my games free on Steam, so the current amount of revenue for all these games will be their final amount. I am working on a pretty big project right now called Sacred Forest, which has a devlog series and a Steam page already, so I'll also go through the wishlist numbers for that as well, and I'll leave a link down below if you want to check it out. Let's start things off with the first Steam game I ever launched, Beardy McStrongarm. It's a platformer game in which you control a bearded strongman with an insanely huge arm together with your flying pink cat. It was developed in GameMaker Studio 2. I made this game while streaming and let people come up with ideas to put in the game, so the result is pretty strange. The controls are kinda clunky, and at this point it looks pretty dated, but this game helped me learn a lot for how to launch games on Steam. Beardy McStrongarm released on March 16th, 2020. It had a development time of 1 year and it launched with a price of $7.99. At launch, it had 256 wishlists, and I spent $700 to market the game. Today is August 5th, 2024, and it sold a total of 82 copies. The gross revenue is $655.18, and after Steam's cut, it comes to $458.63. So after the $100 Steam fee and all the marketing, the final profit comes to negative $341.37. Now that the game is free, it's been claimed a total of 14,302 times. Next up is KIRO, which is a real-time text-adventure horror game where you navigate through semi-randomly generated dungeons to find weapons and other loot to defeat the bosses. It was developed in GameMaker Studio 2, and it's a pretty short game, but it can be pretty intense, and most of the people that played it seem to enjoy it. KIRO released on October 16th, 2020. It took a total of 1.5 months to develop the game, and it launched with a price of $2.99. At launch, it had 550 wishlists, and I spent $0 to market the game. Today is August 5th, 2024, and it sold 239 copies, which brings the gross revenue to $714.61. So after Steam's cut, it comes to $500.23. After the $100 Steam fee and any marketing, the final profit comes to $400.23. Now that the game is free, it's been claimed 14,306 times. The next game is KIRO's sequel, KIRO 2: The Wizard's Guild. It's an online multiplayer dungeon crawler where you can play with up to 6 people in a lobby to collect loot and defeat dungeon bosses. It was developed in Godot 3.5 and it uses Steam's inventory system, so you get to save all of your gear you've collected while navigating the semi-randomly generated dungeons. KIRO 2: The Wizard's Guild launched on April 21st, 2023. It took 4 months to develop the game and it launched with a price of $4.99. It had 122 wishlists at launch, and I spent $0 to market the game. Today is August 5th, 2024, and it sold a total of 45 copies, with a gross revenue of $149, so after Steam's cut, it comes to $115. After the $100 Steam fee and the marketing, the final profit comes to $15. Now that the game is free, it's been claimed 14,069 times. Let's move on to Okashi Towers, a real-time strategy game with tower defense elements. Gather candy resources to build tower units or go on offense and summon creatures to attack other player bases. You can play with up to 8 players by choosing one of the 4 factions. It has its own custom world builder to make custom maps, a solo player mode, and it has an online free-play lobby system as well as online matchmaking. Okashi Towers released in early access on October 27, 2023, with a full release on January 26, 2024. It took 10 months to develop the game and it launched at a price of $9.99. It had 632 wishlists at early access launch and 1,000 wishlists for the full release. I personally didn't spend any money marketing the game, although my friends probably spent a combined of a couple $100. Today is August 5th, 2024, and it sold a total of 89 copies, which brings the gross revenue to $733. After Steam's cut, it was $537. So after the $100 Steam fee and any marketing, the final profit comes to $437. Now that the game is free, it's been claimed 15,507 times. Now you might ask, if these games still continue to make money, why would you make the games free? Well, I feel like I've grown a lot as a game developer, and these games really forced me to learn about all the aspects that go into game development, and just marketing a game in general. I know I can make much better games now and in the future, and so I'm okay if people want to try these games out, but I don't feel super comfortable continuing to charge money for something I don't feel meets the quality standard of games I'm going for. I mentioned before I'm working on a big project called Sacred Forest. It's an open world action-adventure game developed in Godot 4. You play as a pixel art bow-wielding heroine as you master slow-mo archery, glide with your cape, swing with grapple arrows, and battle blight-infected monsters to restore balance to the forest. I've been developing the game for about 6 months now, and I've released 4 devlogs so far on my Sacred Forest YouTube channel, which is purely dedicated to the project. The game still has a long way to go, but by the time I release Sacred Forest, my goal is to have at least 10,000 wishlists. So far, Sacred Forest has 3,034 wishlists, which is really awesome to see, and I just want to say thank you to all the people who have wishlisted the game, watched the videos, and even supported me on Patreon. I'm really excited about the future of this game, and I'm putting everything I have into making it as good as I possibly can. Anyway, I hope all of your projects are going well. Feel free to leave a comment down below to talk about what project you're currently working on, and I'd love to hear it. Alright, that's it. See ya!